Hey, this is me. I'm going for a little tour with my bicycle caravan and my bicycle. I'm fully packed with all the necessary camping, cooking and sleeping gear. The combination was holding up pretty good, taking turns small and big worked like a charm. Bumps and other unevenness also went smoothly. I was happy. Unfortunately, I forgot these essential parts and so I was unable to set up the bicycle caravan as a tent. I had to go back. And when I got back, I also found out that my tailhook was getting looser and looser. Soon enough, it would break or just malfunction. Here you can see my first tailhook drawbar combination. It's just a long drawbar attached to the seat post of my bicycle. I decided to move the hook backwards and lower it so I could get rid of the drawbar entirely. I quickly built this wooden rig for the hook. Pretty flimsy solution in hindsight, so I ordered a stronger one. This new piece has 3 mounting points, so it's not going to rotate within the rig. It's also rated for higher loads. Now I had to build a new rig. I opted for 9mm plywood and M8 bolts. To determine the exact mounting point of the hook on the rig, I did a quick fit to test the angles. I need enough clearance to turn a corner and take bumps in the road. These are all the materials I used for this project: a hook, some plywood and a lot of bolts, nuts and washers. I opted for 3 layers of plywood so it can clamp down on the luggage rack of my bicycle. Here I'm making the middle layer. This middle layer needs to be a slight pressure fit so the tailhook is going nowhere and stays in place on my luggage rack. I sanded it down with Dremel so that it fits tight. The middle layer consists of 2 pieces of plywood. A quick test fit of the top layer before drilling 3 holes to secure the hook. This bad boy is not going to do pivots on my tail anymore. This bad boy is strong. Here you see the 3 separate layers, the bottom plate with 3 bolts and a middle plate with 2 bolts attached. This top plate is pretty clunky, but first add the address of my website, where you can find photo series and the latest news about my DIY projects. Let's saw some clunky corners off and then treat it with a clear coat for outside use. I made some simple jigs to speed up the painting process. The finished tailhook on the back of my luggage rack. This feels really solid, especially when you compare it to the old one. I realize now I was way too focused on the design of the bicycle caravan and not so much on the tailhook. To be sure about enough clearance for the combination to function properly, I also removed a corner from the drawbar. I was so proud of me cutting the pipe straight with my Dremel that I even took 2 photos of the little cutout. Let's say happiness can be found in the little things. There it is. Another test fit, now fully attached with a finished tailhook. Cutting out a piece of the drawbar and at the same time giving the hook a laid back angle resulted in more than enough clearance. And what is one going to do when one finishes a tailhook for a bicycle caravan? Well, one is not going to test it out immediately. The weather was good and I wanted to go out and about, so I went for a little cycling tour. My bicycle caravan is lightweight, but just strapping my backpacks and stuff straight on my bicycle without maneuvering some caravan feels more freeing. So that's what I did. I went to Germany, not far from here, but it was a nice 2-day trip. When I got home, I focused on the tailhook again. Here you can see the 3 layers of plywood. The clear coat had a nice satin touch to it. I'm not really happy with the amount of washers that I need. I might change that in the future. From tailhook to coffee table in 0 seconds. 1 month later, I tested my new tailhook on a trip to the forest. It's plenty strong enough and I'm pleased with the result. My bicycle caravan is now ready for new adventures. Bye bye, until next time.